A few years ago, I lived in a seemingly normal house. I refer to it as a scary house. I called it that because I was petrified of being in it. Bad things would always happen there, and I always felt uneasy in the house. I was afraid to be alone in it. Creepy things would always happen. One time, me and my sister were at home, and my parents quickly went down the street to pick up some groceries. I was sitting in the lounge room watching Disney. I heard something coming from my parents' room, and I grabbed my older sister and we walked to the room. She opened the door and we saw my mother, only it didn't seem like my mother. She seemed really dark and gloomy. At that moment, she screamed and disappeared. I was freaked out. I told my mom later, and she said I just had an overactive imagination. A few weeks later, I had just woken up and saw my mother again. "Hi, Mom," I said, and she just stood there and did nothing. Then all of a sudden, blood started pouring from her mouth and she disappeared. At that point, I was not living in that house anymore. I moved in with my grandparents and it seemed to disappear. No uneasy feelings. Till a certain day. My grandparents were out and I was home alone. My mom turned up at the door and asked if I wanted to go for a walk. Excited to see her, I quickly said sure. We walked around the park and she just told me how nice the water looked. She walked me back to the house and said she loved me. I turned around to go get her some water, and when she came back, she had gone. I looked out the window and noticed there was no car, which is strange because my mom lived pretty far away and you can always hear cars pulling up. I rang my mom up and asked her where she was. The next words she spoke to me I'll never forget. "I'm at work, honey, and I've been here all day." The next night I woke up to see my mom in the corner of my room. She then disappeared. She now regularly appears. I don't know what this thing is, but why does it look like my mom, and why is it following me?